Welcome to Dubbo Zoo for the 40th anniversary of the B2B Bash.
This year we're going to be travelling over 6,500 kilometres, starting today from Dubbo, Western Plains Zoo, following the original route that the Bash followed back in 1985 from Bourke to Burketown, up to the Gulf of Carpentaria, all the way back down and finishing in Mudgee 11 days later.
We were lucky enough that the Variety Bash have given us a $6,100 grant, which will go towards beautifying our playground area in order to make our school a welcoming, safe space for all of our community and particularly our students.
We're on year 14 of the Variety Bash. What we're looking forward to this year, we don't know yet because every year's a different adventure and it's always fantastic. I guess the main thing that I really look forward to is when we see the smiles on the kids' faces, because really that's what it's all about.
There's a lot of undiagnosed disability in Walgett and Lightning Ridge. There's families doing it tough. And so we said, how can we bring you a paediatrician? And we found one. And we started flying this paediatrician on a very small 6-seater plane from Dubbo out to Walgett and Lightning Ridge. And this is all working because of the fundraising that every single one of you have done for this event. So on behalf of those families in Walgett and Lightning Ridge, I just say thank you so much.
What makes the Variety Bash so fun? I don't know, it's just a pre-morning 80s workout.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 40th anniversary of the Variety Bash. Heading from Perth up to Charleville, doing about 500 Ks and doing it for the kids, making as much money as we can for charity.
I remember in 1985 when it first started here in Bourke, and makes a great difference to kids in the bush.
These kind of events are great for team building, and they build a great culture because you have to work together. You've got to get through rough times, you have happy times, and it's just a great time to pull everyone's strengths together and make a great day out of it.
For Variety to come out and bring the car rally and turn up with the chopper and all the wonderful little goodies and gifts that they bring to the students, it puts a smile on their face, and it's just lovely to have people out in the outback.
The party stop really, it's to bring everyone together, okay? It's to actually get everyone, irrespective of what your name tag, colour, or the lanyard is, and to really help everyone connect in, okay? And it really is this variety family thing. And you guys, for the first year here, that'll build. This will actually sink in more and more as you go along, and how much support as this variety family is. It's amazing.
Could I add my welcome to all the Virgin Bashers this year? 63 of you is absolutely fantastic, and I hope that we'll see you in 5 years' time up here receiving your 5-year certificates as well. Lots of us are now approaching in those 20, 25, 30. Anyway, congratulations to all the people who are completing 5 years this year. It is an amazing achievement and very much appreciated on behalf of the kids.
The Beaver. Foregone conclusion.
The Beaver gets it. Come on up, get your mug.
So here we are in downtown Charleville. The kids have come from everywhere this morning. Great breakfast for day 3 of the 40th anniversary B2B Bash. We're off to lunch to Quilpie today, then on to Windora tonight, so a massive day of over 650 kilometres. But the M&Ms are all fired up and ready to go. We'll be there.
The benefits of Variety coming to St Mary's at Charleville is that our children have had an amazing morning, being able to see all of the cars, meet all of the wonderful volunteers, and just had an incredible experience. And we'd just like to say thank you so much.
Loving it for the last 3 days, country driving, blue sky, great scenery, bird life, just having a ball. Great thing about the Variety Club is that the money goes to schools and kids that are less fortunate than us, and great to be able to give.
MW4, Mobile Workshop number 4. There's 4 in this B2B bash, 2 workshops and 2 tilt trays. So as we travel further and further north, of course, we start to see the temperature change. We're also getting further and further in the outback, so there's less and less help. You can maybe rely on your mechanics a bit more. But temperature's one, so if you know you've got a car that's struggling with temperature, maybe just knock 5 or 10 k's off it and carry lots of water with you. Nothing's fantastic bash so far. Everyone we've run into has been very appreciative, and the repairs have been pretty good, and I think pretty much every car we've come across we've either been able to fix or give some advice, and we've seen them back on the road, so it's fantastic.
Good morning, we're here on day 4 of the B2B Bash. We're here at Windora, a beautiful school in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We'll be travelling over 300 kilometres to Birdsville. We're so lucky to be able to share this experience with all the fellow bashers and all the children. It's something that you'll never forget.
Hi, I'm Brett Scuff. I'm the principal here at Windora. We're a very small Western school with 8 enrolled students. It's great for Variety to come out and visit us here. The kids look forward to it. They really enjoy the experience, and Variety's been very generous with their support. They've provided a 3D printer for the school. And all in all, we're really grateful for the support that Variety gives us.
I'm Nick Smith, and I'm known as the founder of the Bash, and I started that 40 years ago because I wanted to get out of the outback with my mates, and I can't believe that after 40 years there's still more bashes, and they've raised over $200 million for Variety. Fantastic. 40 years ago that we started the first bash, and I must tell you, this was an incredible relief to get to Birdsville. I want to thank you. I could have never believed when we ran that first bash. I'm so glad. My idea was to raise the money for Variety. We raised about $200,000. To believe now that it's over $200 million by the incredible hard work. I know it's enthusiasm and it gives a lot of fun to come on a bash, but it's certainly hard work to raise that money, and you're helping lots of kids. Thanks very much, and on with the bash.
It is a great honour and a privilege to announce the 2024 inductees into the Variety B2B Bash Hall of Fame 2024. Choosing the inductees is very tough, as there are so many bashers and officials who are so deserving. They fit the criteria. This year again, we've reached out to our B2B bashers as well as our motoring events committee. We received 16 nominations, and I have to say, all very deserving.
All you people out there, particularly virgins, you'll get to know what a great family this is, and I hope you keep going for many, many more bashes and raise lots of money for the children's charity. Thank you. In 1957, had a disabled child, and he's still disabled, and his parents are dying. And I look at what Variety does, but say, well, kid can say, why wasn't that available to our parents? Congratulations, Variety, and thank you for this all.
All of you, and what you achieve, that's what I am here for. And I'm employed, I shouldn't do this, that's unbelievable. I had lost for words, and thank you so much. I'll be away crying.
All up, car 53 for no driver's license and no key. Jane and Angie in car 50.
Why don't I make you go? I thought that it's a tie.
Yep, Dick, whenever you're ready.
Hi, it's Dick Smith here, and it's day 5 of the Burke to Burketown and on Bash. Today they're driving from Burnsville, where we are at the moment, through Boulia to Mount Isa. To me, to be back here after 40 years, to be at the start at Burnsville, it's a highlight of my life. Absolutely fantastic. I'm 80 years of age, so it must have been I was 40 when I ran the first bash.
Variety have generously donated an $8,000 cheque for us, and that's going to go straight towards our sensory garden. Because we are so isolated out here, there's only so many places they can visit in town. So having another space here at school is another place where they can be kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Sell, the principal of Boulia State School. We are lucky to get an amazing grant from Variety Club for $3,300. We are planning on getting a new greenhouse so we can grow some plants with the kids and use our produce to make fresh food. We are very thankful and we are very grateful to Variety. We hope you have an amazing trip.
Now we're going to present the big cheque, of course, $3,300. Now this is, I don't know how long this will take to explain, but it's a greenhouse. Ray, you tell us what it's for because you can probably summarise it.
So we asked for a greenhouse so we can start growing some fruit and veg so the kids can understand where they come from. We asked for some weed matting so that the weeds don't come through. We asked for some sporting equipment, and we also asked for some globes that tell kids about the world so that we can explore that during geography, which is amazing. We thank Variety very much for their contribution. It was amazing that you offered us that.
These guys not only are doing good for charity and good for Variety, but they're also making lifelong bonds that they'll never forget.
What was, I guess, part of the last couple of days for me, so many of you guys have actually just asked me, how do we do what we do? And I just want to take a couple of minutes here to sort of explain the process. I guess one of the biggest things for us is, look, the planning doesn't happen overnight, as you can easily imagine. The event here is planned well over 12 months in advance, and I guess from our first survey, we try and hit it at least that 12-month mark. For this particular event, we did a little over 9,000 kilometres to deliver what you guys are going to do for the 6,000 Ks.
In honour of Penny, Beck, Rob and I have met and discussed this over a period of time. We're introducing a new award, and that's the Penny Doherty Award, that every basher or every bash car will get the opportunity to vote on. And it's for the best virgin team.
Beautiful. How have you guys done the bash this year?
We found the bash on the route notes. Here we are at the start of day 7 in beautiful Mount Isa. We're off to Corumba today, 600 plus kilometres straight up, hoping the surf is up when we get there.
We didn't find any kids to give whistles to on the way. Not only that, no one broke down and we couldn't give them a hand at all. The bash is fantastic, absolutely unreal. We're having the best time ever. It's the time you get away for 2 weeks and play silly buggers and enjoy yourself and meet real people out in the outback in Australia. Carumba, carumba! After 7 long days of driving through the torrid dust of North Queensland, we've arrived at Corumba and we can feel the sea breeze and see the ocean. It's wonderful. Some of the lifelong friends, well, that's over 15 to 16 years. That's right. And for a while you don't know them terribly well, and after a while you do. And we're 2 years to run. We meet them once a year, basically. Thank God for that.
We had a slight little hiccup earlier, but we've managed to fix that. We're just going to get rid of it. Bye, bye, bus! Oh, well.
As this is day 8, we've come from Corumba and we're on our way to Richmond, and this is the triple fun stop. Very important. And Robert and his off-driver, Charlie's Angel, is helping with the coffee. How's she helping you, Robert? Is she helping you? I thought you might say that.
Our highlights definitely Corumba, seeing the sunset, seeing all these children in remote areas, definitely worth doing, and I'd recommend it to anyone.
Lots of creek crossings. I've got to say this country is just beautiful around here.
I've seen more of Australia in this trip than I have in a long time, and it's fantastic. Just wonderful. And we're going to put this lemon-scented gum on the dashboard and let it blow through the aircon and otherwise, turn our stinky car into something that's nice, sweet smelling.
Quintessentially Australian.
We've got Car Lion for skipping the trip notes, heading off out of town on their own back, following another bash car, which we all know is another bad rule. So, Car Lion, yay!
Day 9 today, we're driving from Richmond to Emerald via Muddaborough. And just remember, the worst day in the bash is better than the best day in the office.
We've been very lucky to receive a grant of $6,600, which we're using to purchase 3 3D printers for our STEM program. And we're super excited to be able to let our children use the programming and the problem-solving skills to assist in our technologies curriculum. It's going to be great.
Guys, we are so grateful for the donation that has allowed us to purchase 3 3D printers for our school. We're looking forward to the way that this new technology can go in for our 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s. It's so going to make a difference in terms of our technologies, not just for the digital technologies, but also the problem solving and the critical thinking that goes on. And our STEM teachers in high school are so excited to have new materials and an exciting new piece of equipment to lead learning in our school.
Hope you can see that. That's pure dust, Budge. Beautiful sunshine.
Throughout the year, especially the summer months, we lose power sometimes 10 times in a term, and our kids can't access their online lessons. So we've been looking into this for a very long time, and we are very proud to say that with the Variety Bash grant, we've been successful, that we have the right amount of money, and it's been installed last week, so we can utilise it whenever we lose power, whatever's needed. So our bush kids can access education no matter where they live.
G'day, it's day 10 of the Variety B2B Bash, and today we're in Emerald State School. Got just over 500 kilometres to drive. We're hitting Taroom at lunchtime, and tonight we're in Miles. And I just wanted to show off the latest feature we've got on the Batmobile right here, and it's the invisibility cloak. I think it's fairly effectively working. The car is right here, but it appears to be invisible.
As I was driving through the water at a bit of a speed, I think the welds at the front gave way.
So we've had a little bit of trouble here. We went through the water and our bash plate half came off, was dragging on the ground, and we pulled over to the side, and within a moment, Laurie was here to help us. But he's been a fantastic help, and really just him stopping just demonstrates the spirit of the bash.
When you're on the bash, sometimes things do go wrong, but you sort of just brush them off and you just keep pushing forward. You get to the end. It does add to the fun, doesn't it, Liz? It gives you a reason to stop and meet people and catch up, and you actually develop relationships.
And we are going to announce our 20-year and celebrate our 20-year people in no particular order. Oh, there's been a fall. Shows how tough those trophies are. Big round of applause for Anthony and Reg, 25 years of bashing. Well done.
This is pretty exciting. 30 years. These wonderful people have given so much to the kids, and I'd encourage everyone here tonight to please get to 30 years, get to 35.
Look, it's been an absolute hoot. Started in 1991, had to miss a couple for work commitments. But what you guys do for the kids around Australia, and being on, like Jack said, 30 bashes, what you guys have done and what you keep doing for the kids in Australia is absolutely outstanding. So I applaud you guys for doing what you do.
I have the absolute honour of presenting the last award. I don't know if it's the last award, but it's the years of bashing, and that is to a bloke who's just achieved this year 35 years. He not only has done the B2B, he's done many other bashes, goes out of his way a great bloke. I saw him working tonight, dropping a car off. Ron Keating, come to the stage, please.
All right, so most mechanical breakdowns. So for a lot of people out there looking at me, if I haven't met you, you're probably not going to get this award. Looking around, you see a few heads go down. There's a few cars out there that we've spent a lot of time on. But there is one car in particular. So it's car 277. It's the Lego car.
The outright winner of the triple fun stop for 444 was no doubt the Moree girls. The outstanding amount of money that they put in. Good on you, girls, and happy bashing, everybody.
Every time you see Herbie on the road, you just think, how the heck are they doing that? And they are. It's wonderful. Best themed team. Once again, a tight race. The winner is Car 888. Christian and the boys coming up. Car 888. Best themed team. These guys never stop jumping into their gear. They never stop trying. They never stop enthusing the kids. Let's hear it as they make their way up. And the last category for tonight is Best Themed Crew. And once again, a very close race. And the winner for Best Themed Crew for this time around is car number 7.
Muddaborough State School, look, when we first visited those guys and we're talking about, what a grant will mean for those, in Queensland they don't shut the schools when they go above 40 degrees. There's a lot of brownouts, obviously when the temperature gets up. Those guys have still got to sit in their classrooms over 40 degrees with no power. So that the funds that you guys have helped contribute for those guys just to help keep those kids cool in a classroom is absolutely vital. So thanks to each and every one of you here because you've helped sort of connect and keep those kids a little bit cooler on those hot days. So well done to everyone for that.
Car 112, Stuart Telfer. I feel it's a unanimous. The ayes carried. That's it. Well done.
This morning it is day 10.
11.
Or 11. Okay, whichever one. We're actually in Condamine at the moment. We've got a big 600k day today and we're going to be going through to Moree and Condamine tonight. It's a tribute to Variety to be able to do this for 40 years. Hopefully in 40 years' time they'll still be doing it again.
Variety have donated $5,000 towards our school to enable us to put a smart board into one of our classrooms. This is going to enhance the learning of all of our students across the school for many years to come.
Quite a few floodways around the back of Moree, and we came into one and Greg didn't tell us about it. We hit it too hard and water came in somewhere inside the dashboard, inside the windscreen, all over the driver and the navigator. It's just water everywhere.
G'day, my name's Greg. I'm principal here at Toomilla Public School. Toomilla Public School is proudly sitting on Aboriginal land. It's a complex community, it's 100% Aboriginal, and it's a former mission station. So as a community to be moved on from multiple places before, and so the giving of bikes and the fundraising like this means a lot to our community and especially our students, getting those opportunities to have the absolutely amazing bikes to cruise around and have a lot of fun and explore the countryside.
Number 3 was our Queen Bee for taking out a lady at the school. Turns out Sonia Wing's her second mug of the day. And I imagine that's going to put her in good stead tomorrow night.
Day 12 of the 40th anniversary of the B2B Bash. We're super excited because we're in Coonabarabran this morning and we're off to Mudgee.
We are so grateful to the Variety Bash. They've given us $7,300 and we've spent it all on transportable bench seating and seating for our students at lunchtime and for functions. Thank you so much, Variety. We're really grateful.
Let's just say we are changed people forever. The Bash people themselves are amazing. Would we do it again? Absolutely, without a doubt, no question, big fat yes.
Here we are at Bombira. We've made it all the way from Bash's Billabong back in Dubbo. We've travelled over 6,000 kilometres. It's been fantastic scenery. We've seen great parts of Australia. More importantly, we've put smiles on so many faces of little kids all around the country. That's been the highlight. It's been absolutely magnificent. And here we are. We can celebrate the finish now.
In Mudgee.
In Mudgee. Yeah.
Thank you for being part of the 40th year of the B2B Bash, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. What's interesting is Variety actually started in Australia 10 years before the Bash started, having received its charter from His Royal Highness Prince Philip on April 15th, 1975. And at that time, now King, but then Prince Charles, became our first patron, and that's a role he continues today as King Charles III. Thus, Variety will celebrate its 50th anniversary in Australia in April next year. During that 50 years, in partnership with our event participants, you guys, corporate partners and donors, more than 700 million has been raised to help kids experiencing disadvantage or living with a disability in Australia.
I would like to thank everybody for the warm welcome that I've had as a basher, and it's been so insightful. I've spoken to so many people, but I've heard every single word that people have told me about the Bash and what it means, and I hear you and I appreciate how much this event means not just to the kids but to this community. So moving forward, that's my task, is to make sure that we more clearly articulate the purpose and the value of the Bash. And thank you so much for showing me and teaching me these last few days.
So here we are, guys. For most of you know, I'll sort of ad-lib a lot of these things. After 20 odd years, I guess, in business, writing speeches, practicing and doing all those things. But I guess when it comes to these things, it's pretty easy because I can just do it from the heart. Watching that video probably undoes me pretty quickly, so I've got to make sure we do the video after the speech next year. For Beck and I, all of this started about 18 months ago. We were on the road with some of you guys in the room, actually, in southeast Queensland on the four-drive adventure. And we're sort of talking about what the 40th is. What does it mean? What does it mean to us? It's a privilege for us to be a part of such a milestone. And as you do in the car, as you're doing the kilometres, you're doing the hours, you're doing the days, you solve the world's problems. And we just did sort of sky's the limit. Let's go in, let's pull it apart, and let's see what we can do. And I guess fundamentally, over those, over that event, realistically, the one thing that we wanted to ensure, and especially with 63 new people in the room this evening, is to make sure we come back to that key fundamental of the Bash, is having fun with your mates in the outback. And I think for me, the most proud moment of delivering this with each and every one of you guys is the interaction of the Virgin Bashers in with the existing Bashers. I think this week has been an absolute smooth running, seamless from day one, people supporting each other, people helping out each other from breakdowns and questions and things like that. And that's what this is about. So to each and every one of you Virgins in the room here tonight, welcome to the Variety family.
Good evening and welcome to this fantastic Bash finale. A night to celebrate a year of the Variety Bash. And that's what we do, we raise money all year round. We inject into the bush, and that's so important. It's a night to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Variety Bash. Dick Smith, thank you very, very much. Many of you met Dick, and what a wonderful, wonderful man. But his beautiful wife was there as well, Pip, and she really is half of his success. We had Tony Hasham, the Chief Barker, who brought the Bash to Variety after the first one, and didn't he speak so well? I loved his words when he said, Variety wouldn't exist without the Bash.
Virgins, I've done this for 30 years because I love what we do. You've done this one Bash. I've told a lot of you I've got a theory about bashing. At the end of the first day, you're either planning on how you can sneak off home in the middle of the night, or you're planning on how you come back next year. And that's the greatest thing. My quote in my thing that Jack Cannons is famous for, the worst day on a Bash is better than the best day in your office. Guys, we love every one of you. Please come back. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to present this because I only knew Penny for a very short time and had the pleasure just to do one bash with her, and she totally took me under her wing, and yeah, I fell in love with Penny. She was a legend, and in the spirit of that, we wanted to recognise her spirit to stay with us. And so we've decided to present the Penny Doherty Trophy to the Virgin team that we feel has been voted for by all of us, that have brought the spirit of Penny to the bash. And I'm delighted to announce TMH2.
So for the 40th anniversary B2B Bash, as voted by you guys here in the room, the spirit of the bash goes to the bees.
I think this is the first time that we're going to be stuck for words. Yeah, we're stoked, completely stoked, and really surprised, and humbled and honoured. And you know, it just shows we're only a little team. We're only a 2-person team, and we work really hard to sort of get our sponsorship and our donations in every year. And a lot of people have asked us all the time, why do we do it and what brought us into it? And of course we do it for the kids. I think that's a given. Everyone does it for the kids. But what we do it for first and foremost is it's fun. It's fun, and you're all fun. And I think we need to really remember that you know, yes, we spend all year doing the fundraising, and then we come out here and have an absolutely amazing time for 10, 12, 11 days, whatever, and have a blast along the way. And the people that we've met have become lifelong friends.
For this year's B2B event, you have collectively raised $1,400,350. And I just want to put that into perspective in terms of what that looks like, other than being a significant amount of money that you have worked so hard for. That looks like 74,000 school children attending one of the variety workshops about disability inclusion. That looks like 233 top-of-the-range suction wigs for girls that are suffering from alopecia. That looks like 47 electric wheelchairs for kids who need them. And that looks like 6 22-seater Sunshine coaches. Congratulations.